Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian Adventure. And up in today's episode, we have two massive games away to Salzburg in the league. Then we have Man City at home in the Champions League. So up first, we've got Salzburg away from home. They're sitting second. We're sitting top. We've actually won our first 10 league games of the season. So it's now 52 matches unbeaten for us, which is incredible. But also, if we beat Salzburg here in today's game, we will match their record for most league wins in a row with 19 in a row. We're currently sitting at 18 in a row, 10 this season and 8 from last season. So just one away from matching Salzburg's record, which Salzburg's record is also a record that happened in this series here. So it's not a real life record, as you see here. Most matches won in a row, 19. Happened 15th of May 2022 to 6th of January 2023. It happened in the second season here in this series. So if we win this game, we will match their record, and of course if we win our next game in the league after winning this one, we will beat their record, which of course will be very, very nice. And also if you look there, most matches without losing, it's now 52 games and it is continuing. So hopefully I can continue today as well, which would be absolutely fantastic. So of course in the league, things are going really, really well. The league has got a little bit too easy, as I said before in previous episodes. So this main game of the episode here is, of course, the Man City at home game, where I think we've got a slight chance of doing something in that game. If we can draw against Man City, I'll be quite happy with that. Obviously, we expect it to lose. If we win the game, I'll be ecstatic with that. But anyway, before that, we'll play Salzburg away, of course. But anyway, the recent results, it's gone pretty well. We beat Admira Wacker Modelling 1-0 at home in the next game. Han Lettler with the goal there. We then faced Malwerk away from home. Beat them 6-1 very comfortably. And that's interesting enough. That's actually the third time we've faced Malwerk, I think, in the FA Cup. So a regular opponent for us in the FA Cup for some bizarre reason. The first two times we faced him in the first round. This time we faced him in the second round. Of course, Malwerk are a semi-professional team, so the fact that we've faced them 3 times in the FA Cup is quite bizarre, it has to be said. Every single time, though, they haven't really put up any sort of threat, and no surprise there. In the next game after that, though, we only just managed to stretch our a league match winning streak. We're beating Lask 3-2 away from home. I actually rested a lot of players in this game, with Juventus on the horizon just 3 days later, and it almost backfired, but luckily for us, Ristinic got the winner in the 92nd minute, which is, of course, very nice. Also, Shuranov playing his first game of the season. He scored 2 goals in that game. What was the second game of the season? Did he play against Malwerk? Yeah, he did play against Malwerk, sorry. So his first league match of the season, he scored a brace in this game, which was very nice. Shuranov with a brace there, and Ristinic with the winner in the 92nd minute was very, very nice. After that, he had a good draw away to Juventus, 1-1 in the second Champions League group game. It started off not too well for us. Well, the first half was Juventus were a better team, but not by much. In the second half, though, they came out firing, and Matis de Ligt made it 1-0 in the 47th minute. I thought it was the start of something bad for us, to be honest. But no, just 4 minutes later, Jonathan Marshall got the equaliser. And I think it's safe to say that towards the end of the match, it was a very, very even game. And any team could have won it, to be honest. But you look here, 12 shots, 3 on target for them. 13 shots, 7 on target for us. So, yeah, it was quite an even game in the end, has to be said. So, that does fill me with a bit of confidence going into Juventus at home later on in the Champions League group campaign. But of course, we still got to play Bayer Leverkusen away, Man City away, Man City at home as well. But in that game especially, it gives us a little bit of hope. Finishing in at least 3rd place, if we can beat Juventus at home, that'd be very nice. So certainly got a chance of finishing in 3rd place at least. Whether we finish in 2nd or not is a different question. But yeah, nice draw there away to Juventus. And just before the episode, faced Altec at home and beat them 3-0 very comfortably. Then we had a 2-week break due to the international break. So up first, we got Salzburg away, then Man City at home. So 2 very tricky games. Of course, Man City at home is much more tricky. But let's get into it then. Let's get into the first game away to Salzburg. As I said, if we win this game, we will match their winning streak record, which of course will be very, very nice. But of course, the Man City game is more important for us. So that is why I've rested a bit of the team here today. A little bit of a risk, but as I said before, I can't see any scenario where we don't win the league title for a 4th season on the bounce here. Maybe a little bit cocky, but yeah, it's just come too easy, the Austrian Premier Division now. So no matter what happens in this game, I don't think Salzburg are going to beat us to the title. So that's why I'm resting some of the players here. Frickel in goal, though. We've got Brinkman right back, El Shiwi left back. We've got Letner and Milik centre backs. We've got Seipel, Damaku and Vargas in midfield. Beck on the right, Ristinic on the left, and Shuranov up front. So of course, I'm still putting out a good team. I'm not going to underestimate Salzburg that much, but I do need to rest the key players for the Man City game there. Players such as Marshall, Pind, Barry, Evalasio, Tanovic, Augusto, etc. New signing Miluk hasn't been very good, has to be said, with a 6.77 there at centre-back. So I'm a little bit nervous about him, I have to be honest. Also midfield as well. Seipel just come back from injury. Obviously, Damaku Vargas in there as well. Missing Pind. Brinkman would normally start in midfield. and also Tanovic, of course. So the midfielder's looking rather weak, and also Milik at centre-back. But if we can get a draw here away to Salzburg, I'll be satisfied with that. Of course, it doesn't keep the winning streak going, but we have more important things than that. Of course, it'd be very nice to win this game, though. But anyway, can we do it? Let's find out. Okay, here we are, up against Salzburg. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff here, which is normally a good sign or a bad sign. And with Salzburg having the ball here, it's looking like a bad sign so far. They score in the first minute. It's going to be a long game. They scored within 17 seconds. So that's not a very promising start at all. It's going to VAR, but my gut is telling me that this is a goal here. Well, resting the players looks a little bit disastrous at the start here. 17 seconds it took them to score. Was it 17 seconds? Heads the ball. Hit to the back of the net, 18 seconds, did it? So, yeah, not a very promising start, it has to be said. Anyway, please remember, guys, that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and you much appreciate it as well. So, 5 minutes in here, and they've got a dangerous corner. And they go 2-0 up, and this is a disaster. Well, I think it's safe to say that already, and you know, I'm berating the entire team. Not demanding more, I'm berating the entire team. Already, it looks highly unlikely we might match their winning streak record here, to be honest. This has been a terrible, terrible start to the game. We could be 2-0 down here. We are 2-0 down here. What on earth is happening? What on earth? 2-0 down after 5 minutes. Well, I'm not going to lie. I am very disappointed about this because although I did say that the winning streak record is more important things, but I wasn't quite expecting things to be this bad, to be 2-0 down after 5 minutes, to be honest. That is pretty... It's pretty terrible, really, let's be honest. It's pretty terrible. 12 minutes in, they've got another corner. Back over to take it. They've hit the bar. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my word, they're absolutely battering. You know what, I wish I put Augusto on the bench now. Because this Milok is absolutely terrible, I'm telling you. Absolute filth, this bloke. You know, he's coming off anyway because he just does my head in. I actually hate him. I think he's just terrible. I hate him. Brinkman go down at centre-back and Riley go down at right-back. That bloke is terrible. Worst loan signing of the season so far by a mile. Been awful. Absolutely awful. Not putting it down just to him, of course, but just needs to get off the pitch. Need to make some sort of change there. Shocking. This first half has been abysmal. It doesn't make too good viewing for the Man City game, either, does it? It's Saka. To Gagliardini. To Kyriakopoulos. Who win the ball back. Here's Shuranov. Haven't seen anything from us in the game at all. Been absolutely terrible. Here's Brinkman. Here's Vargas. Here's Shuranov. Back to Vargas. Ristinic. Are we finally going to see something from us in the game? Ristinic is one of the strangest passes you're ever likely to see on FootballManager, to be honest there. Don't know quite what that bloke is doing. He hasn't been the greatest signing in the world. Ristinic has to be said. He hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't really lit up our team yet. And it's quite surprising the fact that Wolfsburg keep offering 30 million for him. I would sell him for 30 million, but we're lacking left wingers a little bit. So I did sell Ristinic. I only got 2 who can effectively play there. And there's not really any left wingers out there to buy or loan at all. So that's only the reason why I didn't sell him. But anyway, we are 3-0 down here away to Salzburg. This is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know what is happening with the team here today. Wow. As I said, I know I'm resting some players here, but this team is more than good enough to get some sort of result here away to Salzburg. So this first half has been absolutely abysmal. Well, there's a free kick just outside the box here, so there's a 90% chance this is going in the back of the net. So this could be 4-0. It will be 4-0. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the unbeaten run is over with, and we are not matching Salzburg's winning streak. I think that's safe to say. Yeah. We haven't lost in 52 matches. And we're 4-0 down after 38 minutes against Salzburg. Obviously, it'd be more bizarre if we could say we're 4-0 down after 38 minutes against any other team, but still, to be 4-0 down after 38 minutes against Salzburg, we won the league title 3 seasons on the bounce and 52 matches unbeaten and 18 league wins in a row. It's a little bit out of character, despite the lack of the players I'm resting here. Still got many, many key players on the pitch. I think I'm dishing out some fines after this game, to be honest. It's a nice effort. It's our first effort we've seen in the game so far. Yeah, so the water bowl's making an appearance at half time. I don't know what on earth we're seeing here, to be honest. This is pretty darn terrible. Well, we need to score 4 goals in the second half to keep the unbeaten run going. We need to score 5 goals in the second half to keep the winning streak going. So, yeah, I think it's over. Alright, probably the worst first half here being Austria Vienna managed, to be honest. That was just, yeah, water balls being thrown. Now they were all starting to moan. So let's try and make them a little bit happier. Have faith in them. You know what? Let's make a couple of changes here. Midfield has been absolutely terrible today. So we're going to take off. You know what? Peter Pind has to come on the pitch. We'll bring him on for Seepool. Has been awful. And Beck's been terrible today as well. You know, I'll bring on Everlasio as well. Bring him on for Shuranov. I'm going to put Beck up front. So we'll make all the substitutions already. Not like, you know, if we've got an injury, don't think it's going to make too much difference, to be honest. We're 4-0 down at half time, so get some of these useless players off. Kyriakopoulos has got a hat-trick, by the way. I wasn't even quite sure of that. I pretty much came a little bit uninterested after the second goal, went in after 6 minutes, to be honest. 15 minutes into the second half, nothing's happened. How has Han Lettner got a 7 rating today, by the way? How is that even possible? I can see him 4 goals. That shouldn't be possible. God forbid what the scoreline could have been. Lettner wasn't there. Anyway, 30 minutes into the second half, we finally get a highlight. Salzburg are just happy to see out the 4-0 win, as you would be. And we are just terrible. Here's Ristinic. Can we get a consolation goal? Can we get a little bit of a late 15-minute spree here? Get a couple of goals, maybe? Make it look a little bit less embarrassing. As I said, I think it's safe to say the unbeaten run and the winning streak is gone. Let's forget about that. But can we get 1 or 2 goals to make it a little bit less embarrassing? That'd be nice. Here's Orban to Diallo. Well, did say that even despite what happens in this result, I still can't see us not winning the title. That still is the case, but this is a hard one to take. Anyway, we'll move on. 52 matches unbeaten is still quite a nice record. We're not going to go 2 seasons unbeaten, unfortunately, but 52 matches unbeaten is a very nice record. And it looks highly unlikely you're going to beat Salzburg's winning streak record. But anyway, that's not what it's about, is it? Would have been nice though, wouldn't it? Anyway, here's Sucker. Like I said, get a couple of goals to make it less embarrassing. Let's not concede any more goals. We get the ball back. Everlasio with a nice free ball, to be fair. Beck to a terrible game. We can say that about all the players, though, to be fair. That was a very bizarre... What is happening? He's got the completely wrong body shape there to try and finish that goal. Finish that shot, sorry. But got a corner out of it, though. Pin to take it. Come on, get a goal here. Well, the second half have been the better team, arguably, and you can argue the case, do we deserve to lose the game 4-0? Well, the terrible start to the match, we do deserve to lose the game 4-0. Concede after 18 seconds is just pathetic, isn't it? To be 2-0 down after 5 minutes as well. Everlasio wins the ball back there. Can we get a consolation goal? He tries to find Beck again, but he's not going to find Beck like that. Here's Pavlenka. 30 seconds to go. Kicks it forward. Lettner's left for dead there. But why do you need to do that? We're going to lose 5-0 to Salzburg. This is unbelievable. What a shocking start to the episode. I mean, this is the biggest defeat I've suffered so far as Austria Vienna manager. It's crazy to think the biggest defeat we suffer is the game where we're 1 match away from matching their winning streak record and with 52 matches unbeaten. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's happened. We had to move on. It's happened. As I say, I'm going to dish out some fines after this game, that's for sure. Because this ain't normal. Doesn't really matter if this goes in or saved. Of course, that makes no difference to the outcome here. I don't even care if he saves it or not, to be honest. 5-0. Yeah. I said 52 league matches unbeaten before this game. 18 league wins in a row. We not only lose, we lose 5-0. Wow. That is horrendous. Alright, who's getting a fine? Fine. A few players are getting a fine. Lettner, I don't understand. How has Lettner got a 7.3 as a centre-back in a game where we lost 5-0? Doesn't make sense, does it? Well, good for Lettner. Got a little bit of pride about himself. He's had a good game, apparently. What the earth? Anyway, water bottles coming back out again. They're all going to start moaning, of course, because they always do. They can't cope with a water bottle in front of them. But anyway, yeah, we have to move on quite quickly. The goal difference has been destroyed after that. As you see, Salzburg even got a better goal difference than us now. Us being us 5-0, as you'd expect. Only a point clear of them. We still remain top of the league, of course. We're still strong favourites to win the title, but that is the league unbeaten run over. 52 matches, though. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. But it would have been nice if they kept it going longer. And also, it's only one match away from matching Salzburg's winning streak. But they had other ideas about that. They made sure that we weren't going to match their record. And yeah, what else we do? We need to move on very quickly. That's a hard one to take. Probably my biggest loss as Austria Vienna manager, to be honest. I think it is. But we need to move on very quickly because in just 3 days' time, we have Man City at home in a massive match in the Champions League group stage. Well, that was a horrendous loss, and our unbeaten run came to a massive abrupt end there. But is it just a one-off, or is it a start of a terrible run of form for us? Well, let's hope it's a one-off, and we can bounce back here with a memorable victory against Man City. That would be very nice. In terms of the league table of the Champions League, well, of course, we've drawn our first 2 games of the season here in the Champions League, and currently we sit in second place with 2 points, and Juventus, aka Zebra, and Bayer Leverkusen there with 1 point apiece in the league table so far. So if we can draw this game at home to Man City, I'll be very, very happy with that. We'll remain unbeaten in the Champions League, of course, and gives us still a strong chance of finishing in second place. So hopefully we can do that. Realistically, we need to get something out of this game because we're not going to get anything away to Man City, that is for sure. So a draw or a win here is what we need, really, especially after losing 5-0 to Salzburg. We need to get something out of this game. Anyway, in terms of the team sheet, well, a lot of changes as you expect. Riley, did he start? No, I don't think didn't start. He comes in at right back, though. He didn't do too well in the last game. Obviously, I cannot fine him because he's on loan, but I did give him a strong warning for that last. I dished out a lot of fines in that after that last game. There, a lot of fines. A lot of them got a week fine. A lot of them got a half a week fine as well. So hopefully they can learn from their error there. Yeah, Riley comes in at right back in place of Brinkman. Augusto comes back into the team as well against his parent team here as well. He's on loan from Man City. He comes in for. What's his name? Millock. Well, he's not even on the bench today. I'm tired of this bloke. He's absolutely terrible. So he is out of my plans for the foreseeable future right now until he sorts himself out because he's been atrocious. Left back, El Shiri remains there. And the midfield, Pind comes back into the team in place of Sipel, and Tanovic comes back into the team in place of Vargas as well. And the front three are all changed as well. Evelasio comes in for Beck. Barry comes in for Ristinic, and Marshall comes in for Shuranov. So lots of changes here. Lettner was the only player to have a good game, which is very, very bizarre. He had a very good game there against Salzburg, despite conceding 5 goals. He's very tired, but it's either that or play Millock here. He's just absolute filth. Glebo is nowhere near ready to start this sort of game against Man City, and Brinkman is just as tired. So Lettner is very tired, but he starts today because he had a great game against Salzburg there, despite losing 5-0. Anyway, Man City at home. Can we bounce back after that terrible defeat? Let's find out. Well, I've asked for a much better improvement from all of them today's game, and we need it. Despite being playing against Man City at home, we need to. We can't lose this game 5-0 as well. We've already started off a lot better than the Salzburg game. Bad news is, Erling Haaland is up front for Man City. It's not FM23, but he's up front for Man City nonetheless. Also Foden there, De Bruyne, Kimmich. Thomas Tuchel's the manager these days as well, so it's not a very promising sight for us, although in the first 30 minutes it's been very, very quiet here. Not been a single highlight to talk of, and I think you'd argue the case he might be the better team in the game here. El Shiri's having a good game with 7.2. Well, 42 minutes in, we finally get a highlight, something to talk of. Been a very quiet game so far. De Bruyne with the ball, that's not what we like to see. Anyway, here's Barry. To Damaku, there's Tanovic. To Marshall. Pinned. Marshall, hold on. Oh, Marshall! He scored. Might be offside. My gut feeling is that he's not offside here. Let's see what VAR is saying. Oh, disallowed. Offside. I think it must be tight then. He looked onside to me. Edison with a mistake there. Oh, he's definitely offside, isn't he? Yeah, he's definitely offside. Oh, well. Promising looking goal there for us, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. But at half-time, it's 0-0. It's looking a lot better at half-time this time around in the Salzburg game. We were 4-0 down at half-time against Salzburg, so still a chance here for us. Unacceptable first half, though. Still some very poor ratings on the pitch, but let's be honest, after that shocking result we just had, we'll certainly take this for now. Here's Man City, here's Kimmich. Hits the bar. Well, Man City have started off the stronger of the two in the second half here. Make a couple of changes here again. The front three again have been pathetic. Marshall is not playing well at all, so we'll take him off. Beck was awful in the last game, though. Lettner's very tired. I'll take Lettner off. Bring on Brinkman. No, I'm going to bring Ristic on for Barry. Not trusting Beck in this sort of game. Not after his last performance there at 6.2. I told you, if we draw this game, I'll take it. I will take a draw here. I'll be fairly happy with a draw. A win would be much better, of course, but a draw, I'll take it. Home to Man City. Yes, please. Here's Augusto. And if we just beat Bayer Leverkusen in the first game, we're looking very, very good in the Champions League if we draw this game, wouldn't we? Anyway, Marshall's here. He scored this time again. And this time it's not offside. Get in. What's that? That was like a Flying Dutchman header, wasn't it? Like a Robin Van Persie header from the World Cup. Come on, what World was it? 2014 World Cup? 2010 World Cup? One of the two. Just headed it from outside the box, didn't he? The Flying Dutchman. Get in. Well, he's English, but 1-0 up here. Get in. Wow, what a win this will be. And you know what? This will completely make up for the Salzburg 5-0 defeat. Okay, 5-0 defeat is very hard to take, but to beat Man City afterwards, be very, very happy with that. Anyway, final change of the game here. Who are we taking off? You know what? Again, we're playing Man City here. Not making a final change. We're 1-0 up with 20 minutes. We don't want to get an injury going to 10 men. And also they've got a highlight here. Bernardo Silva to take it. It's cleared though. Pin gone, yes. Pin beats. Hold on. Here's Marshall again. Scored 2 goals in this game. 1 disallowed, 1 given. You can't go 2-0 up, surely not. Marshall. Get in the box, son. No, Pin, get in the box. Maku. Stanovic. Who's rested? Look at the left, look at the left. El Shiwi. Ristic. Oh. It was almost 2-0. Come on, lads. 10 minutes to go. Got another chance here. A free kick, is it? It is. It's a deep one. Tanovic to take it though. Ristic is there. Oh, what a block. What a block. It is. It's offside anyway. But 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go from a famous victory here. And a massive victory in the Champions League group campaign. And what a bounce back from the Salzburg win. Couple minutes to go. Oh no, don't you dare. Don't you dare for manager. Brinkman, lovely little chest down there. Now it's pinned. Keep the ball. I say keep the ball. Hold on. Oh, what on earth? Oh my word. Back on the highlight again. 30 seconds to go. Will we hold on here though? Start time wasting. Slow the pace down as well. Oh my word. 34 seconds to go. What a win this will be. I knew we had some sort of chance here at home to Man City, but to be honest with you, after losing 5-0 to Salzburg, I wasn't very confident. As you wouldn't have been. What on earth is Marshall doing there? But if they score now, I'm going to be devastated they score now. Oh my word, I'll be devastated. Augusto, deal with that. Yes, please. Fructal. Oh no. Don't let them score now. It's offside. Thank goodness for that. What a win this. Especially after losing 5-0 to Salzburg. What a win. Brinkman with a free kick. It's over the allotted time. Surely that's it. What a strange episode. What a strange episode. 5-0 loss away to Salzburg. Well, finally. Well. Get in. What a win. What a win. Not the best of games in the world. Both quite awful, to be honest. But we got the winner. Jonathan Marshall with a flying Dutchman header. What a header it was. And we've won the game 1-0 after losing 5-0 away to Salzburg. As I said, how bizarre. But these weird things happen sometimes. And that is a great win in terms of our chances to qualify for the Champions League. Massive win. Well, after beating Man City there, things are looking a lot more rosy for us in terms of the Champions League. And we're unbeaten in the first 3 games. Okay, we haven't had the 3 trickiest games. I think the last 3 are the 3 trickiest games, of course. Faced Bayer Leverkusen at home, drew that 2-2. Great win away to Juventus. Great draw away to Juventus, though, 1-1. And obviously beat Man City 1-0 at home. So, obviously, we've got to face Man City away next, which is almost a guaranteed loss, in my opinion. Not so, as guaranteed, though, after beating them 1-0 at home. I still think we'll lose away to Man City, of course. I'm not stupid. So I'm going to expect to lose that game. But then we've got Juventus at home and Leverkusen away. So even if we beat Juventus at home, which hopefully we can do, then we're guaranteed to finish in 3rd place at least, which is great, of course. Keeps European football going. And then it might just come down to Bayer Leverkusen away in the final game. And who knows, if we can nick a draw there, we might actually qualify for the first knockout for the first time. So what a win that is at home to Man City. And what a great way to end the episode after that, horrendous loss away to Salzburg. First loss in the league in 52 games. First loss of the season as well. But we back up losing 5-0 away to Salzburg with a 1-0 win at home to Man City, which is absolutely incredible. But anyway, in terms of the next episode, I think I'll bring you back for the final 2 Champions League group games, at home to Juventus and away to Bayer Leverkusen. Well, you can see we've got Rapid Vienna in there as well, and SV Lafnitz, but home to Rapid Vienna, I expect us to win that one comfortably, to be honest, and away to Lafnitz as well. I'm focusing mainly on the European football this season, of course, because despite we just losing the final away to Salzburg, I still think we're going to win the league title very comfortably, so no problems there. So in terms of the next episode, we're going to play Juventus at home, play those 2 league games off Canberra, and then play Bayer Leverkusen away from home. Well, I think we've got a strong chance of qualifying, depending on what happens in the Man City game as well, away from home. If we win that game or draw that game, then we can almost effectively seal qualification. But I am a realist, and I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. We've got our next 3 games are quite easy fixtures for us, so hopefully we can bounce back in the domestic competitions after losing the Salzburg 5-0 there. Beating Hartberg at home, playing Arsk, BSC, Bruck in the FA Cup 3rd round, Amstetten away as well, Wolfsburg at home, SV Ried away. So hopefully we can get some good wins in the league and the cup there before the next episode as well, and bounce back very nicely from that shocking defeat, as I said. But what a way to end the episode. We lost. It started off terribly for us, being 2-0 down after 5 minutes, eventually losing the game 5-0 away to abruptly end our massive long unbeaten streak, which is a new record, by the way, 52 matches, which of course is very nice. But as I said, we backed that up with a 1-0 home win over against Man City, one of the strongest teams in the world, if not the strongest team in the world. So, yeah, started off terribly, but ended brilliantly for us. But anyway, guys, make sure you join me for the next episode when we have Juventus at home and Leverkusen away in the final Champions League group game, where hopefully we still have a strong chance of qualifying for the first knockout round. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.